What's up, everybody? Good morning. I hope everyone's doing really well. Today, we're going to be hanging out for a bunch of hours, listening to video game music as we do every Friday, which I'm always happy and excited to do. So, welcome in for those of you that are popping by, for those of you that are usually here, and everything in between. Good morning. I've been up since 4 a.m., so this is not not okay. But we do what we have to do. We shall overcome and move forward. What's up? I do want to change this thumbnail to have it be the friendlier thumbnail. And we won't start right away, just to give some people time as they discover that this exciting moment is available to them to come and listen to video game music with us. But let me just change this thumbnail. Let's see. I like, the other thumbnail is more inviting. The other thumbnail is warmer, brighter, more relaxed, more, hey, Cynthia, how are you doing? I enjoyed talking with you the other day. I hope you're doing well, Cynthia. Guys, if you like Snake Eater, the OG, the GOAT, well, the OG, the one who's sung both of them, is here. Cynthia. It's always great to see you, Cynthia. Hope you're doing great. The thumbnail worked for getting me here. I know, but this thumbnail is actually nicer. The one I'm about to upload is actually warmer. It's more inviting. You're doing great. That's terrific. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Always appreciate you stopping by. You got to try out the new Dissidia. The music's questionable. Uh-oh. We're going to start the day. I'm going to do a video for myself for Arc Raiders, because I realize I've been playing it so much, but I haven't talked about the music, and it's obviously trending, so I gotta jump on it. I sang the Snake Eater song in the shower once. Hey, well, there you go. You do you. Let's see. Video game music live stream. The date is 11/7. Oh my gosh, 25. Patreon suggestions. So, hope everybody's been doing really well. Things have been very chill here. So Arc Raiders is actually pretty friendly. It's made for unks. It's an unk game. I was just watching Northern Lion talk about it, and I actually think it's true. 1v1 or solo mode is actually I don't ever get into conflict except with the enemies around me, not with the players. I actually think I've really locked in now. I'm almost 7 hours in. I might be 7 hours by now. I think it's here to stay. Oh no, 9 hours. Oh wow, I played for 9 hours. I played it for 2 hours this morning. I didn't realize it. Yeah, it's hey, English muffin. It's actually a great little game. They've really struck gold there. I know some folks were kind of turned off by the AI voiceover thing, but I'm pretty sure, if it's how I understand, I'm pretty sure Embark does this in general, where they will grab from, they essentially have real actors who have given consent, and they're like in a data bank. And so they do use AI in the sense that it's a person's voice that they then like pull from and use, and the actor gets paid XYZ every time, or I forget how it works, but I almost was actually in a couple of those data banks. Well, I know, boo AI, I know. I have I think there are thresholds. For me personally, I have certain thresholds that I'm okay with. Good morning. You're really good at trash talk. I'm not surprised. Hey, Vanya, what's up? Bonjour. I agree, though, Blue, yes. I don't like it because it sounds like shit. It's totally fine. Hey, I'm excited for the A answer. Listen. All right, I changed the thumbnail. Good. Today we've got a pretty chill day. We'll be taking a look at some some Fire Emblem, Shake It. I don't know what that is. Pokemon XY, Pokemon Legends Z-AYAY, Kirby, Europa Universalis. This piece is 9 minutes, so that'll keep us very busy. Mansion, I'll probably film a video out of that as well. And the Pokemon Z-AYAY, so probably about 3 videos today. Then we got some Mansion of Hidden Souls from Sega CD of all things. Hey Barker, how are you? Suikoden 4, which is exciting. Mad Rat Dead? What the fuck is that? Honkai Star Rail? They didn't put Jacinth from Pokemon Z-AYAY, but they certainly put in the trainer battle theme. So maybe that's that. Anno 1701. They are Billions. Dragon's Dogma today. MementoMori again. Dislyte. I'm surprised to see that. Jet Force Gemini. If I have mental stability here. Jacinth battle theme is next week, actually. So we'll definitely get to it, and I'll definitely film a video out of that as well. So the lamp is only in the US. You're screwed. Oh, tragic. Any Metroid music? Let me give you a look here. Usually we get a couple. Looks like we won't get Metroid music this month. No Metroid. Not this month. Maybe someone will give a Metroid piece for the holiday season, because what doesn't say Metroid? Or what doesn't say holiday season like Metroid? You think the music of Pokemon Z-AYAY peaked more than the game itself? Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Friendly reminder too. Today at 5 o'clock we'll be doing a stream of Where Winds Meet, which is the Where Winds Meet is got to be the strangest game. Please play Terraria. I don't really like Terraria. I should listen to the soundtrack though. So Where Winds Meet comes out next week, and it is seemingly, it's a wuxia Chinese game. Looks insane. I don't understand what the hell is going on. It's either going to be an absolute bomb or it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. But I'm pretty sure that the Chinese fan base has been really enjoying it. So I suppose it must be good. But yeah, I don't know what to expect, especially because most of the stuff you see online for Where Winds Meet is all like sponsored videos or early access videos. I have been watching this random streamer. It's not a gacha. Oh, there's gacha skins, but it's not a gacha. Nor do you need to spend money, and if you wanted to, you could buy the money outright. Although apparently with Where Winds Meet, apparently there was I don't know if it's true, but there was a rumor that, or I believe it's true. It was on Reddit, so I assume it's true. There was a $40,000 boat you could buy for $40K. And that's like, the idea of that is just so funny. But apparently the Chinese player base has been quite happy. So I don't know. It seems too good to be true. But I will be there day one, and I want to watch this. I want to watch this. I want to watch the sort of launch of it today. If I can find where the hell the official account is, so that I can get ready for it. What the hell? Where is it? Hello? But like the mounts are crazy. You can like shrink down and become you can ride a cat. I don't know. Like wait, just, like here, like look, this is a like, huh? Oh, Like, it's so it's single player, it's co-op, there's dungeons, there's raids, there's trials, there's a MMO part where you play mahjong with your friends and stuff. Then yesterday I saw this. This is crazy. Where is it? When you can get sent to jail and other players can pelt you with vegetables and shame you. It says, break the law too many times, get caught, and you'll be jailed, but you can choose the ride of shame to shorten your sentence. What the fuck? That is crazy. Like, it just can't be real. It just can't be real. I'm mostly just so beyond perplexed about it. That is why I'm so invested right now, because it just can't be real. And then Rexlet uploaded this video yesterday. Look at the way that, like, so again, this is all free to play. There's no like, there's gotcha skins if you want them, but like this is the fucking this is the flight mechanic. So for me, I'm just like, I'm perplexed. No, the real version, the global version comes out next week. Real, when I've said real, I mean global. It's been out in China for a year, and the Chinese gamers love it. So I mean, I personally, I just think I don't know. So that's why I want to I'm gonna engage with it and see what it's like, because if it's this big sprawling open world with like legit, I mean, look at this shit. Like this I love this stuff. Like this is madness. How is it real? It just doesn't even seem real. I gotta see it. Let me get into 4K just because I want to see how like. Look at this shit. In what world? That's the pole arm one. Like, it's got. What's the catch besides the gotcha skins that you can also pay money for? Like where winds meet. So I just don't know. It's free to play. I mean, I'm ready for this in my life. I'm very intrigued as a like a third-person history game guy. Like this. Look at it. Look at this shit. What the fuck? It looks like it looks like it's fake. Yeah, it does. It does. It does look like it's fake, but it's not. The game looks like one of those fake ads. It's MMO and single player. It's MMO and single player. You go to a button and suddenly it's MMO, and you can play mahjong and collaborate with your people, and if you want to go into co-op, you just push a button and then you're doing dungeons and trials and whatever. Are we good with Civ songs? No. Not really. So, and then the combat looks really, and then you can do PvP 1v1. Here's the combat. I'm just waiting for people to come in before I get started. Sorry. This is the combat. Like then you can customize, you can color code, you can decorate. I mean, like here now you can change the design of your character, you know, like all the usual stuff. But then there's just random mini games too. Like it's crazy. Oh, these are the mounts. These are the mounts. Your mount can literally be horses or dogs, excuse me. Look at this shit. That's preposterous. That's preposterous. That's preposterous. It can't be real. Which Civ is it? Don't worry about it. We can keep Civ. It's fine. Like it blows my mind. Here you can fly a cheetah. Oh, this is the cat mount. Oh, this is the cat mount. I gotta show you this. Look at this. Civ 7. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll make it work. I'll talk to Christopher. What? What the fuck? Bro, these mounts are crazy. Again, I'm so perplexed by this game. Look at this mount. I haven't, Prawn. I haven't. It's a fucking mount. But it seems like it was a real labor of love. I'm so intrigued. I can't wait to see this live stream today. Look at all these mounts. Look, oh, this is the cat. So you shrink down. Civ songs are an issue. Yeah, it's alright. I'll talk to Christopher Tin. I'll mess with him. Look at this. You shrink down so you can ride the cat. What the fuck? Like, that's crazy. Like, I gotta get my hands on this thing next Friday. Especially because it's free to play. I don't care about gacha skins. You know? Wait, I want to go back to the dogs really fast. Hold on. Oh my god, that's a wild... Look at that fucking... That's crazy! So the dogs really, though, this will be mine. I'll play it in a heartbeat. That's an amazing mount, dude. And the marketing is completely non-existent for this game, by the way. There's no marketing, it doesn't exist. It's crazy. And then I want to just see if there's a... Is there gameplay? Let's see. Oh yeah, here you go. And then we'll get started, sorry. Oh, it's all parry. Oh my god, yeah, man. Oh, that's got my name written all over it. Sorry, it's because it's 4K. Anyway, sorry. So I was only looking at that because I'm gonna watch the live stream later today. Man, oh man, that game is so intriguing. I just need to know. I just need to know, like, you know, because Naraka is, you know, still massively popular. And the fact that you can do 1v1 duels and stuff, like, it's all very intriguing. Twilight Princess yesterday was great. Played for 5 hours. So, today's game plan. Also, welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing really well. It's great to see all of you. Our game plan for the day is pretty much like we always have it. We're just going to crash through about 19 to 25-ish pieces. I'm feeling pretty good, so... I may also hop on to next week. We'll keep the don't worry about the Civ 7 piece. I will speak to Christopher Tin. Not saying that to like show off or anything, but I'll be like, because he said it was fine. The game plan is to cover some music. Hey, Mage, I want to do one thing. I want to film a video before for Arc Raiders, just to just to get that going for myself, because I'd like to upload that this weekend and capitalize on some of the hype, because that game is doing really well. So I hope you'll bear with me for about 10 minutes as we dive into that. I don't have anywhere to be until 2:30, so that's a full 3 hours. No, that's more. No, that's a full 3 hours. So we're not going to take up until that time, but this is to be a low-key stream, okay? You guys come and go as you please. Put it on while you're cooking dinner or working or doing whatever you're doing. Hopefully nothing too freaky. With that being said, we're going to dive in here. I will have to pee at one point because I drank too much water or Olipop. Hey, Fire, how are you? Hey, what's up? What's up, Adam? All right, let's cover these Arc Raiders tracks. They're not very long, so this will be a pretty short video, and then we'll pop into starting up with our regularly scheduled programming. So I'm going to start recording. If this gets weird, it's because sometimes the buffering gets confused. Start recording. So we're back. Like I said, it kills my bitrate when I start recording. That's why it was weird. So just bear with me when that happens. Yeah. By now we know. It's fine. Just refresh. Just refresh the stream. Yep, it always happens. Pursuer, happy 40 days. It doesn't always happen. It didn't happen yesterday in any of or a couple days ago in any of the videos I filmed. But then it sometimes will happen, sometimes it doesn't. Hello. Hey, Mr. Huge, what's up? So anyway, poor Twitch there got shut down. So anyway, all right, we're recording. Hey, Bloomberg, thank you. I'm gonna really quickly pop into this Arc Raider stuff, 2 tracks, and then we will carry forward with our stuff. Hey, everybody, what's going on? My name is Marco. I'm a former professional opera singer. I love playing and talking about video game music and playing video games and talking about video games. And Arc Raiders, how about it? It's been amazing, and I think it's actually one of the highest rated multiplayer games in a while. I don't think even just for 2025, I think it's one of the highest rated multiplayer games of all time at this point. So that's interesting, but it's been really addictive and really enjoyable to play. But the one thing that I think a lot of people are not missing or not paying attention to, including me, is the music. There's 2 tracks that I have heard. One of them is called Circling Synths, which plays, I believe, when you're starting to boot up into the game. I wanted to check it out, talk a little bit about it. And then the other one is Team Up, which is another track that I haven't fully heard in game, I don't think. But yeah, it's also really cool. Let's check it out. Yeah, so it's an interesting piece, isn't it? Because it's kind of under the surface. It's certainly not necessarily sexy in the sense that, like, it's not bombastic or crazy. It doesn't necessarily go hard or any of these things. But what it does do is it builds tension and creates a feeling of discomfort and kind of like there's a bit of apprehension in the sound itself. There's kind of repetition in there. Kind of like you're prepping, you're grabbing your stuff, you're putting it in your bag, you're getting ready to go and move into Speranza and take on the challenges that you don't know what to expect. And there's a lot of strife in that sound, but it's also like real, like poised and I think it also does a great job of showcasing the space, literally space. Like you feel like you're in an alternate universe, in an alternate timeline, which we are anyway. There's a sound in it, obviously, with the synth and with the crunch in there that I think showcases this world that is hostile and bleak, but also kind of like there's a little bit of possibility in the sound too, which is really exciting. And the twinkling is very like space oriented. And so here it actually increases, it starts to increase in volume. It never goes really beyond, fortissimo. It doesn't really double down on volume. But what it does is here it's really the moment before we launch. Here it's where we start to get into this ba-dee-da, where we start to say, okay, it's time to take action. It's time to step into this world and go and survive it. It's interesting how the notes, everything's fairly centered. There's no crazy buildup. There's no massive volume increase. There's, again, like I said, it's not exactly sexy, but what it does have is space, and it has a lot of that sort of latitudinal, like flat sense of, I wouldn't say stress, but it has a flat feeling of like, it's a hill, you know what I mean? And it builds into this idea of like taking action and like facing down responsibility. And there's a little bit of a twinge of like emotionality of feeling forlorn or frustrated or a little bit afraid, but there's still this feeling of pushing through, it's very interesting how music can ebb and flow our emotions. You see what I mean? Da, da, dee, da. So there's kind of this recap where we go ba, ba, up, ba, ba. That's it. It's like 4 notes. But the re-emphasis and the emphasis there, I think, kind of send home the stress of the situation, or the, well, I don't have a choice situation. I have to do this. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's being like a slave to responsibility in a lot of ways. And then honestly, this particular sound actually reminds me of the arcs themselves, the robotic thing, the feeling of, feeling like your back is against the wall and you're fighting a thing that is much, much bigger than you and much, 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 much more, it's a problem. In the end, with the brrr, it really feels like we're running out of options, or that's the sound of the robots. And the other track I wanted to listen to is called Team Up. And you see how in direct contrast to the previous piece, this piece says it's time to go. It's time to get it. It's time to go and do the thing. You know what I mean? It's time to navigate this path with people. It's time to really double down, buckle up, and get it done, And it's interesting, because obviously the synth automatically we associate it with the 80s. We associate it with an 80s sound, which makes sense. I mean, it does feel like, Arc Raiders in a way is this alternate timeline that comes with its own set of challenges, and especially within this post-apocalyptic thing. This song actually feels very different from the last one, where it's ba-da-da-da-ya-da-da. That really is about, like I mentioned earlier, taking action and moving into things. And really like stepping foot into the different war zones and, trying to come out of there alive. Ba-da-da-da-ya-da-da. We can do it. There's a sense of motivation in that sound. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, we can, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of empowering, as opposed to the previous one, which was more like looking down the barrel of your life and being like, well, this is how it is. You know what I mean? This is a very much more of a pragmatic, practical musical sound to suggest like, hey, it's we're going to be all right. We're teaming up. We've got our people, Especially here, it's very bright. And see, and you notice that shift there? That's danger right there. So we get that sharp cutoff from the ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, we can do it. Life's great. I'm going to open up this breach thing. Oh no, here's a hornet. Ah! Like you get shocked, and that's where the danger comes in. And that pulsation there. That's the like, oh shit, you see that thing? Your eyes dart around and you feel the sense of dread, where suddenly it isn't all that exciting, it's actually terrifying. Because we're going up in half steps. Da-dee, da. That's all danger. And it doesn't really resolve. What it ends up doing is it ends up suspending us in that feeling of tension, right? It suspends us in this feeling of stress. It suspends us in that feeling of like, oh God, I don't know what's going to happen. And that's kind of the whole scope of the freaking, that's the scope of the whole game, which is really cool and really enjoyable. I called someone a stupid bitch the other day because they shot me when I had nothing on me. I said, I have nothing on me, you stupid bitch. What the fuck? Back in. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, definitely check out more of the channel. Feel free to join the Meatball Kingdom Discord server if you want to talk with cool people about music and just hang out and maybe make some friends. Check out the Patreon if you want to support me directly if you enjoyed this. As always, thanks a ton, and I'll see you later. All right, you guys. Whoop. Sorry about the issue there with the... Hey, Amy. And also thank you, Faith, and I appreciate that very much. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a specific... we're not taking separate donations today, but I know that that theme is in rotation for next week. So, and that goes for everybody. If you're not a part of the Discord, definitely check it out. !Discord. Okay, let's get started. Do I want to rate Russian SoundCloud rap? No, that's not really what I do, but thank you. Thank you. All right. Live FK Give Me. Shake 2 later used in Team Fortress 2 Wacky Races community map. As far as Blue, don't worry about Civ 7. It's totally fine. Not a problem. A beloved internet meme song from a Pachiko game, of all places, always puts a smile on my face.
I saw a ship within up. Without a reflection of shyness. Booyah! Give me some Dakusui. Give me some Orukuge. Give me some Dakusui. I'll be painted with after being burned by a dark night. I'll never forget how to walk the road of my greatest fear. Hey, when you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be to go home and cross when you join the party. You feel like lots more words, no problem. Steady when you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be to go home and cross when you join the party. You feel like lots more words, no problem. Steady, give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui. Watcha. Give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui. Even the doctor is not. I will my circulator. I saw a ship within up. Without a reflection of shyness. Booyah! Give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui. I'll be painted with after being burned by the dark night. I'll never forget how to walk the road of my greatest fear. Hey, when you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be to go home and cross when you join the party. You feel like lots more words, no problem. Steady when you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be to go home and cross when you join the party. You feel like lots more words, no problem. Steady, give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui. Watcha. Give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui. Give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui. Watcha. Give me some Dakusui, give me some Orukuge, give me some Dakusui.
Yeah, okay, that song's crazy. I mean, again, that's like just the amount of exuberance that comes out of that. I didn't want to stop during that because some songs you just don't want to stop the flow for. I mean, it's weird. It's definitely weird. It's definitely a bop. It's definitely a jam. But it's funny because in the back of my mind, as a serious musician, I cringe a little, right? And I'm like, well, I don't know about that. Like that's kind of funky. Like not in a good way, right? Like not good funk, but like bad funk. But then it's interesting. As you start to listen and as you start to like digest, it kind of becomes, it's almost like your ears sort of loosen up into it. And then it's just fun, right? It's just fun. And that's all it really needs to be. It doesn't require a deep analysis or a deep like pontification of like why it exists. Some things are just made to be what they are, right? Some things are just made to be what they are. And it doesn't need deep thought. like would I play that ever? No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I would never play that. I wouldn't play it for anybody. I wouldn't showcase it. Did I have fun listening to that? And would I listen to it again? Yes. It's joyful. And it's very enjoyable. Now I wouldn't listen to it intentionally, but I if it popped on, I wouldn't be like, ew, this shit sucks. It's just goofy. It's playful. And yeah, we're starting off right. Fire Emblem Awakening. Funny enough, I was actually playing this yesterday. Storm Clouds Mix. I'm awful at Fire Emblem. I'm ass at Fire Emblem, and I don't know if it's because I don't think defensively. I think offensively. In my entire life, I just go. I don't think. I don't pause. I don't slow down. I don't go backwards. I only go forwards. And so in every game I play that involves some sort of a tactic, I am terrible. And my the friend of Crom, what's her name? Sheila. Shabil? I don't know. Anyway, they all sound the same. She died yesterday when I was facing off against Marth in the Gladiator Arena for the title of Yuko, the East Yuko or whatever the fuck, I don't know. And then this shit makes no sense. But anyway, I was playing it and it's enjoyable. Fire Emblem Awakening is definitely probably the only Fire Emblem I really ever feel like playing. Am I doing classic mode with permadeath? No. God, no. But she did die. But she's also low level. Everyone's only level 2. I don't know if I'm supposed to be level 2, but I'm on chapter 4 already. So anyway, Robin and Voladar go head to head. Storm Clouds mix. Sumia? No idea. Yeah, I mean, the classic, right? Ba 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 bum bum ba-dum bum ba 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 ba. That is the scope of that. That is the crux. Ba ba da 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 da. Right? That's the thing that gets us amped up. That's the phrase that gets us started. That's the phrase that gets us like in the doorway of this conflict, you know? Night of the Wind from Sonic and the Black Knight. Are you just saying that out loud? Are you taking suggestions? So Fridays are only for Patreon until we do a community one. But yes, today is just Patreon. So, also note the strings here. Dum, shum, dum, dum. Then we change. And now we're bum, 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 bum. Obviously, this is all about danger and stress. But we're building to something with this. And we're adding instruments. Now the piano is showcasing the fear and the nervousness, going down, going up. So what we get here is a contrast of military might. Bum 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 bum. That's that. And then you get the fear. Ba ba da dee da dee. So the tension comes from those individual components, but then the military march aspects of it are really interesting, right? Because the military march basically alludes to the idea that you don't have a choice. We have to fight. We have to go forward. We have to. This is a necessity. Oh, it was this girl. Wait, you can't see my screen. Whoever this one is, the healer. Or no, back here, the healer, the one next to this. No wait, this one, this one, this girl right here. Oh, you can't see it because of my face. Lisa, that's the one. Lisa. She died yesterday. Rip. Anyway. So yeah, pretty cool. It's pretty cool how we get a juxtaposition of action with Crumb's sister. Yes, the action with the bum 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 bum, coupled with this the fear of engagement, or the resignation, or the kind of similarly how we were talking about earlier with the Arc Raider stuff. It's kind of a similar trope, but just in its own musical way, right? And then it changes again. And now it's slightly more optimistic. We grow. So it's interesting how then here we build up this big momentum towards this, a new arrival and a new beginning. It's kind of like all eyes are pointed at this one focal point, and musically we're just pushing through to that point, right? Now we're increasing in volume, we're increasing in texture instrumentally, and what we end up getting is this feeling of like, again, very slow momentum. Now the momentum is still there with the snare drum and stuff, but we're moving through that and getting to this climactic focal point. It's interesting how that all kind of builds up. Are you with me, chat? Does that make sense? See, now it actually deviates from that slightly because now we get this tension. Ba, ba, beep, ba, ba, beep. And that's the sound of fear and the sound of worry, you know? All right, so that was... This is the Ablaze version, I'm assuming. So one detriment towards a track like this is that in the end it does basically nothing. And it's not to suggest that it needs to, right? Like that's not really the issue. But what ends up happening is we basically get this momentum towards this moment, and the moment kind of arrives, but the shift is not big enough to really make note of. Like we do crescendo, we do grow in instrumentation. Those are interesting, and it certainly does what it does well. But otherwise, it's a fairly basic piece. I mean, in theory, like it has a crescendo, it goes where it needs to go. We add instrumentation, so I think it does a great job of building tension in context. Out of context, in our particular framework, we certainly hear the preparation of the battle. I see the troops marching along. I feel the sense of tension as the whatever, the catapults and the trebuchets are shooting fire and shit. But overall, I would say that piece is good, but it doesn't really do much of anything. But that's okay. It doesn't need to. And there are nice little accentations like we just heard right there. Ba ba beep ba beep ba boop ba 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 ba. Again, it's all about that build up. And it's much more of a marching piece to the battle than the battle itself. Which is, fair. I don't think that's a problem per se, but yeah, that was something that I noticed that was interesting. So now we got 2 Pokemon tracks. We got Pokemon XY trainer battle theme, and then we have Pokemon Legends Z-AYAY Pokemon battle theme, or trainer battle theme. So there's I believe a comparison, since these are in the same place but in different games. The 3DS days, and then take the original and add some modern synth to it. Let's dive in. So I'll probably do a deep dive on the XY and then point out the differences in the Legends Z-AYAY version. Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting even right off the bat. So listen. So obviously that's the like, oh shit. So you have the bass going short strings, obviously all tension all day, the bass is just popping off. And then this moment, it's actually positive. Bobby, 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 Bob. That's like, all right, baby, send out Rowlet. You know what I mean? Like, there's a moment of excitement there. Hey, Oreoni. That's a nice Italian name, Oreoni. Oreoni. Or it's just like multiple Oreos, plural. And then the classic stuff, all that sort of sliding up, sliding back down, the glissando, if you will. Tension in the most obvious sort of way. The whirl of the gust from Pidgeotto, the fire spiral from Tepig, shit like this, Hi Kuro, how are you? And that's where the tension is, right? Body, 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 da. That's tension, right? Next week, Glint. And then this is the cascading down. It's cool, actually, how there's like little details in each little corner here that are worth talking about. Body, da, dee, da, dee, da. So there's actually, I would say, a degree of a push and pull there, all done through different little musical gestures to elicit that. Not necessarily by changing the instrumentation or the orchestration or what have you, but by simply changing the direction of the notes. And this is the kind of minutia that can be really interesting, because it's like, okay, well, how do they cause fear? How do they cause tension? Oh, well, they do it by descending down, or by having the sharp rhythms, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Seeing all that's all tension. So that sounds like whole steps, or open chords that move up and down. So open chord meaning that we're not including the middle of the chord. The chords are 3 notes, and in the middle would be, you would remove the open chords would be without the, if I recall, open chords. Let me just clarify. I don't want to misspeak. Well, maybe not. I think I'm wrong. Oh, wow. Think of an open chord as a chord that you can squeeze another chord tone into the upper three voices. In this case, C, E, G, or because it's a C major chord, while a closed chord you cannot. The position of a chord is only determined by the top three voices in chorale music. Ignore the bass voice. If you're able to fit a chord tone between those three voices, it is in open position. If not, then it's closed. Okay, so what I was just saying is essentially like okay, so what I was saying is basically intervals, not a complete chord. Okay, well, whatever I was saying still stands. It feels like it's like da dee da dee da dee da. So that openness and that sound, causes that sense of discomfort. Okay, yeah. Hey, Katie, what's up? Hey, King, what's up? So these Friday streams are specific for patrons. Everyone's welcome, obviously, but the only folks that can contribute is patrons because they pay for the privilege and the opportunity. But we do host one stream a month towards the end of the month where I open it up for everybody. So thanks for watching the videos. I'm glad you've enjoyed them. See, in there it repeats the same musical phrase. So that causes tension because it repeats. Yeah, so it's an interesting track. Right now we're in the loop because it all sort of like leans into itself in this idea of tension pretty much throughout it. All of it has tension. All of it has stress, right? And there are moments where there's a glimmer of hope or possibility by the way that we use a musical phrase. And then there are other parts that are dangerous, and there's other parts that are exciting, and there's other parts that are, even more stressful. What would you like to watch after Feelin? Oh, I've already listened to a bunch. Watched a lot after Feelin. I've watched The Witch from Mercury. I've watched Gurren Lagann. I've watched Violet Evergarden. I'm watching Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which new episode will go out later today, guys. Yeah. So let's check out now the differences in the new Legend Z-AYAY trainer battle. So this is the original but enhanced. Yeah, so interestingly, even just changing it slightly actually makes this much more positive. I actually feel like there's less danger in this particular sound. Also, the synthetic thing is just a stylistic choice that I don't necessarily. It's not that I don't agree with it, but the stylistic choice to go full like crunch synth, kind of misses out on some of the tension that we would get from the electric guitar and the percussion and the strings. I do like that it's a little bit more pointed, but it kind of becomes a bit slightly more generic because it loses some of the nuance of the different instrumentation, and emotionally, just off the sound, it feels to me like the sound is more encouraging and positive versus negative or conflicted. You know what I mean? Hello, Cammy. Did I enjoy Gurren Lagann? Yeah, I definitely did. I cried my ass off. It was delightful. Also, it sounds to me like the tempo is also faster. Hold on one sec. No, same tempo, but this one's a lot richer, I think. Because it sounds borderline like the organ mixed in with a bunch of violins and stuff in the OG. So in the new one. Resolve. There's a lot more also that twang. I don't actually like this very much. So I think that's supposed to produce the sound of danger. But it ends up feeling a bit whiny, and personally, it ends up feeling a little bit neutered. So the other one was just really intriguing, but this one it doesn't land. It doesn't land. It feels a little bit typic. Yeah. Hey, Anime, what's up? I just wanted to say happy to see you're starting Twilight Princess. Gonna go start it now. Oh man, I hope you enjoyed it. We had such a good time yesterday. Such a wonderful group of people yesterday watching, and I felt like I was also in good spirits yesterday. So it'll be a very enjoyable watch. It's 5 hours long, so definitely if you want to watch the whole thing, definitely put it on something else while you're doing it. You know, go do something else. But yeah, that's my feeling on this. I do like this little corner. This little sound is interesting. The bo, 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 bo. It's a little intriguing, a little bit like, oh, what the hell's going on? You know, it perks your ears up ever so slightly, but the rest of it, it's all very, you know what it is? It's very one note. It's very one dimensional. And it just loses a little bit of the impetus as compared to this. Like even with that sound, you kind of feel like, holy shit, this could potentially be dangerous, right? And I think here too, the drum hits do a great job as well of sending us off, you know. See, and then there's alternation with instrumentation as well. So it's not just the drums, it's not just one type of sound. So again, the sound in Z-AYAY ends up sounding a bit neutral, a bit flat. Whereas I think some of the dynamicism, the dynamic structure of the actual individual instruments that we hear in the original Z-AYAY is a little bit more meaningful musically, which is interesting. I mean, it's not to say that like the Z-AYAY one sucks. It's fine. It doesn't have as much character and or charm as the original sound. And you know, I think that's also, like, for those of us that care, that's also something that, you know, I bet you the vast majority of people probably don't even think about. Or they're like, oh man, that's from XY, cool. And then that's all they really go into, you know what I mean? But for for a discerning audience, they might be like, well, okay, this, and this, and this. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really land. Wow, this Jacynth battle music must be crazy, because that's racked up 1 million views in 2 weeks, whereas this one has 175. So you can tell this one's not popular at all compared to that one. That's crazy. I've heard great things about that particular theme. We'll hear it next Friday, or I may do it later and record a video. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, great comparisons. Comparing and contrasting is always really fun. All right, Chad, I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I know that we have like we have 15 minutes of music here coming up, so I'm just gonna go and take a quick little pee break and come right back. In the meantime, we have 2 tracks. Kirby Planet Robobot, excuse me. I think we'll do probably the Pristine Office March. So hold that thought. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. So, no, Luna's at the groomer right now, so she's let's head over to Kirby Planet Robobot Pristine Office March. In this game, Kirby's home is under attack by the Holtman Works Company, a corporation that profits by invading, altering planets, and extracting their resources. Kirby must stop the evil company before it completes its invasion and restores this planet to its natural state. Hey, yo. So it's called Laser Area, and unironically, that is the sound of what I would perceive a laser to sound like that was forced to make a musical melody. Obviously, I think that sound is pretty enjoyable, isn't it? It's got like a vibrancy to it already. Yeah, that's it. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. See, but it ends up, so it repeats itself, but it ends up in a harmony. But the harmony, it's like, we are robots. Pino, 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 poo, poo, pino, doo, doo, doo. You know, like it's got an energy about it that's very satisfying. And furthermore, this is how you create an earworm, because what we're having here is actually the repetition of this 3 times. And by repeating it that many times, you already know it. Chat, sing it back to me. beat up, beep up, beat up, beep up, beat up, beat up. I mean, it's 3 notes, chat, but like even still, the energy of it is very satisfying because it doesn't have to be complex. And I think earworm stuff and like melodies need to sustain and kind of, you know, expand on a sound. Beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up. It's 2 notes, my bad. But what it does is it repeats. And so what's different is the rhythmic integrity of it is what keeps us going. Ow! It went down the octave, and then it goes all the way down. And it's funky too, isn't it? It's literally just repeating itself over and over and over. Oh, that's funky. I love that. Are you kidding? Oh my god, that's like a Skrillex beat drop, but in a Kirby game. This is the robot doing the robot. You know? That's so fun. Better boom, better. That's cool. And that's like break it down, get funky. It's kind of almost in a way it kind of feels like it's a conversation, you know? It's like it's a chat. It's exciting, isn't it? It's Skrillex is what it is. And it is just like how hard can I hit a random ass Kirby song involving robots and a laser arena or area? And I'm going to get my paycheck, and they certainly deliver on that. It's fun. It's fun too because it's predominantly rhythmic. Like that's where we sort of deviate from the melodic ideas of this very simple beat which is very playful in a way because 2 notes, the rhythm makes it kind of unique and fun, you know. But yeah, that's charming. You know what? I think the other reason it's so much fun is that the range is really limited. And one of the things that I think is important when we're talking about singing and music is that oftentimes people will have a harder time singing a song that is very rangy. But if you make a song for the common denominator, if you make a song where there's not a lot of notes, not a lot of crazy stuff, anybody can sing it. You get out of the way. And what you're left with is like not a song, but like a state of being, you know, something that people want to like share. You know, there's an enthusiasm in that. It just gets a little freaky here, you know? I love that. I love this sound. Yeah, that's nice. I really like that. It's very pleasant. Really, really enjoyable piece. Definitely funky. Super funky. Hey Zero, what's up? What a fun ride. Okay. Next up is Europa Universalis 5, which just came out recently. This is Overture number 2, the Odyssey. Strap in, this is a long one. Please, reminder, this is a playlist with 2 tracks, 1-minute prologue and 8-minute main theme. With EU5 releasing on the 4th of November, I decided to give a shout out to Hakan Galante, who is a fantastic composer in a very classical romantic style. This track is the Overture, aka the introduction of the musical motifs of the game. Let's do it. So this is... Wait, where's that guy that said he was tired of the anime songs? A guy came in my chat the other day and said, "Can you do this? I'm so tired of just hearing anime." Damn. Wait, but that's interesting. So the track is called Genesis, and it starts with the Big Bang, whether God made it or whether something else made it. Ba! Right. And then ba, ba. We're tuning. Kind of playful. The creation of the world is silly. Nice, beautiful texture, my God. Moving downward. Growing. Lower brass. Jesus. Ba, ba. Nice. That is this game's Also sprach Zarathustra, which is by Richard Strauss. Ba 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 dum 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 dum. We see the apes finally discovering their first cell phone, picking it up. Ba 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 fire. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing how it's like we're here, motherfucker. You know, and then the Odyssey. Appreciate this rhythm and with this clarinet too. Very, very clear. Some really nice slight dissonance there in the harmony. This is discovery. A new beginning. Note the strong beat there. Pa, 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 pa. Shada-da-da-da-da-da-da. This is really celebratory. The beginning of something new. The journey out on the sea towards the new beginning, right? Nice legato. See, wait, I'd like to pause really quickly. It's hard not to because it's so good, but this whole like little corner, this motivic idea here is really faith, goodwill, the journey to the beyond. I mean, this is music of value, of value of saying like, I'm worth this. I'm worth traveling across the sea. I'm worth going to this destination. I'm worth. Life is bigger than me. This is this moment I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this journey. There's enthusiasm, there's hope, there's deliberation in the sound of saying we can do anything we set our minds to. Let's go. Pa beep, pa beep, pa. This is a repeat. Like the sustained trumpet there. Ba, ba. Ah, this is war. It alternates instrumentation. And then we have that beautiful sustain with the timpani. Boom. Thump. Da da. Do. Bo. Tension. Betrayal. The lower register resonates with that feeling of death and danger and stress and war and brutality. Ooh. But through all that, I still have hope for the future. I still believe that things can be good. Love that background instrumentation. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. My fire won't be snuffed out. The beautiful glimmer in the background of the violins, that gives us hope. That breeds hope. That brings hope. That allows us to feel like we're ascending. Through all that death and decay, we won't be stopped. We won't surrender. Timpani into the next section. Yeah. Whoa! Totally different musical idea now. This feels more dance-like. So it's slightly syncopated, so the rhythm is... Or it's a meter issue. It feels like the beat's on the weak beat, I feel like. Through all that, we celebrate, we drink, we have merriment, we feast. This song feels like it's related to hedonism, this part. Despite danger and that horn up there, the French horn symbolizing brokenness and... Oh, beautiful, beautiful horn harmony there. Love the plucked strings there. This is big. This is a marching military. Ba, ba, be, ba. Bunch, bunch, done. And this is just like uniting every force possible, so all gathering into one place. Every parts of this life all exist within one scope. And then we're soaring, you know? This is beauty of this life. And in the end, it kind of has all of it in there. It's hope, it's possibility, it's fear, it's death, it's love, it's life, it's conquest, it's little moments, it's big moments, and it really encapsulates, you know, this medieval world of beauty and plague and disaster and death and destruction, and also merriment and joy and celebration and the simple qualities of life. And I think what's interesting in that is that it ends in kind of a dour note, where it ends in a way that makes us feel like, you know, time is running out, and eventually all the good times do still continue and end up leading to the end, to the bad times. And there's that sort of cycle of life, death, grief, love, war, you know, celebration, all those things. And those things that are very human, even in our modern, you know, capitalistic, post-capital, late stage, whatever, cycle. And those things have not changed, regardless of how long life has gone on and humanity has been alive. We cycle, and we do the same things every single time. You know? And I find the song encapsulates the socio-political, cultural landscape very beautifully, and it's quite majestic. It's a stunning little piece, and by little I mean 9 minutes. Absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. I heard good things about that song. Really nice piece there. I could see myself sharing that with a non-gamer in the classical music world, but it's long at 8 minutes, so you know it's a little tricky. All right, now we're moving on to the Tosca tier, so there'll be less talking from me. Let me boop. All right. No, it didn't feel like 8 minutes at all. So, Mansion of Hidden Souls, Sega CD. Hello. A piece from a Sega CD adventure title I have never played but heard about by accident on the internet. Looked up the walkthrough, and the intro and outro are really gorgeous to me. Ah, yes, this piece is playing during the ending and is apparently composed by Yuji Nomi. if that rings a bell to you, which it does not. No, you were not pushed to December. You were pushed to Tuesday, the 25th of October. Just FYI. Okay, let's do it. Wow. Kind of freaky. It's like it wants to be Hollywood. It wants to be Hollywood. It wants to be Hollywood 1920s, you know. It wants to be Great Gatsby. It's so interesting. I think that's a really unique piece in that it's actually like deeply unsettling, even though it puts on the veneer of peaceful and enjoyable. It's actually there's a somewhat alter ego, you know, like there's a face of danger in it musically, like it feels like, you know, hi, welcome. And then only to get stabbed in your back. You know, it's very uncomfortable. It's cool. French Popo, a quick medley of all the threat levels in the Windward Plains. I finally got the 3D audio and transitions to work. Hope you enjoy the highest quality audio there is. This was not fun to do. I'll be sure to download it so that we get the best quality. Ba 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 ba. I love this. I actually like how pulled back that instrumentation is. Love this little corner. I think my part's coming up here. I love this. A little reference there to the main theme there. You know, I'll stop later. It meanders a bit, which is interesting. I love that hit there. Bum, bum, bum. Starts to come together, meanders less here. Obviously the big hits. Oh, it's getting big, rich. Hold on, I'm so sorry. This is so fucking stupid. Grammy nominations for Best Score Soundtrack for Video Games. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Secrets of the Spires, Helldivers 2, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Star Wars Outlaws, Sword of the Sea. Well, I don't disagree with that one. What? It's always the same fucking people. Gordy Hobb last year for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And it's always... Alright. It's always the most, like, meaty... pick my words. These are talented composers. But it's always the same fucking shit. Avatar Frontier. Okay, so this. What? It was re-nominated? You gotta be kidding me. Avatar Secrets of the Spires. So the DLC that no one played was nominated. God of War, I agree with. Marvel Spider-Man 2, no. Star Wars Outlaws, again. That is fucking crazy. Wow. I have no problem with Bear or Austin being on here, but like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Old World, Christopher Tin's great. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, who the fuck? I mean, no, again, it's not the composers, but clearly it's just the most bizarre. That is the most bizarre. These are bizarre choices. And the fact that it's 2 repeats from 2025. DLC. Helldivers 2, I don't disagree with. Indiana Jones was fine. But again, this stuff is not... Yeah, okay, well, it looks like I really have to do this. Oh, man. You don't know how much work it's going to be. Hey, Callie. Oh, my God. 1,500 bits? You're fucking crazy, dude. Thank you. Oh, man. That means I have to do this. Fuck. It's going to be so much effort. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I have the time to do it this year. I don't even know the first thing about organizing this. It's not going to be it's not going to be equitable. It's so difficult. I don't know if I told you guys. Thank you so much, Callie. I don't know if I told you guys, but I purchased every single domain that includes the words "the Video Game Music Awards." Let me see which ones did I buy? It's not even about the fact that, you know, Clear Obscure didn't get nominated, which I think is preposterous, but it's more just the fact that they do it via social media. It's strange. So I bought musicofgames.com, the VGMawards.com, VGMawards.com, what did I buy? VGMOST.com. I bought videogamemusicawards.com, and I bought videogamemusics.com. Didn't the Avatar game came out this year? The DLC did. The DLC did. Sorry, guys. It's, you know what it is? What I find really bizarre about this is that like E33 already was like in the top Billboard charts. Do we remember? Hit number 1. Oh my god, I could totally rage bait the fuck out of this. Oh my god, I could go so hard right now on some fucking rage bait. I won't do it. Oh man, I could make such a good video. I shouldn't though. I shouldn't though. But this is so weird. That is so perplexing. That is so strange. One of the reasons why Clair Obscur has been so well received has been its ever-present mournful, bittersweet soundtrack. It's not a stretch to say that music is a core pillar of the game's way of telling its story. Do a video without rage bait. You're right. Wait, that means... Wait a second. The Great Circle, it's all DLC! What the fuck? But Indiana Jones is still the DLC. That's a huge misstep, dude. Well, Helldivers came out in 2024, but because of the release... You said Austin said something about it? Congrats to my friends, and thank you at the Recording Academy for including Sword of the Sea. I'm sad at the lack of Expedition 33 among them. I would happily trade places. That score is the definition of worthy. Austin is so fucking talented. He does always deserve the nom, though. I mean, Austin is a treasure. Oh my god, imagine. Clair Obscur snubbed at the Grammys. Oh my god, I could be rich! We have just witnessed the greatest snub in music history. Give me the million! Give me the million! Can I make a video about this really fast? I won't rage bait. Snubbed! I will say, yeah, I'm going to film a video. 1 minute 51. Really strange news out of the video game music space today as we have received the nominations. I was minding my own business on my Patreon live stream, and I discovered from someone in chat that Clair Obscur was not nominated for a Grammy, which I thought that was really strange. So I decided to take a look at who the nominees were. And it's a list. It is certainly a list. The list is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Secrets of the Spires. Again, I'm not saying that these composers are not talented. I would never imply that. I would never suggest that. But that is a DLC. Helldivers 2, I mean, really, some really nice songs in there that are insanely popular amongst the gaming scene. That came out in 2024 though, and this should be for this year. It did come out on Xbox, so maybe that's why. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle came out late 2024. Also a DLC. Star Wars Outlaws, Wild Card, and Pirate's Fortune. Also DLC. Both Avatar Frontiers of Pandora and Star Wars Outlaws were nominated for Grammys last year. And Sword of the Sea by Austin Wintory. Terrific soundtrack, beautifully atmospheric, a gorgeous game that if you haven't played it, you should. You know what isn't nominated? Billboard #1 tracking video game soundtrack, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which is mind-blowing. And, Great Circle is the main game? Oh. All right, hold on. I got to fix that. Let's go back. Pretend that didn't happen. Bloop, 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 bloop. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which came out late 2024. It does harken back to Indiana Jones. It's not a bad... None of these are bad. Like, none of this is a bad soundtrack. And certainly, Gordy Hobb had a really challenging job of imitating imitating. Hold on, don't say that. Gordy Hobb had a difficult job of interpreting John Williams. And I think did a really good job. But even still, it's odd to me that the one thing that's missing is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And I'm not trying to shill for Clair Obscur Expedition 33, but this soundtrack was downloaded like 18 million times. They've already done live concerts for the music. Like, it has taken people that would normally never care about music in a video game and really actively pay attention to it. It has gotten them to really pay attention to it. And I personally find it very odd how the Grammys even picks what they pick. I do see on Twitter where they say, up for nomination or up for your Grammy consideration, this, and this, and this, and this. But it's odd that those are the picks. And mind you, again, that both Avatar Frontiers of Pandora and Star Wars Outlaws were both nominated last year in last year's Grammys. And the winner was... What was the winner? And the winner was Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. I think it's great. I think it's great that the Grammys have a category for video games and interactive media. We, had to fight for that. The first person to ever win one of these awards, which it was at the time, it wasn't specific for the video games, was Christopher Tin for Baba Yetu. And then subsequently, Journey was nominated for a Grammy. In 2022, Charlie Rosen and Jake Silverman won the Grammy for Best Arrangement, Instrumental, or an Acapella for their cover of Meta Knight's Revenge from Kirby Superstar. So, we've been fighting for representation from the Grammys. And while you may say that award ceremonies don't matter, and they probably don't matter to gamers, the cultural importance in society of the Grammys is still a big deal. And I honestly, I'm just sort of stunned. I'm kind of stunned that Clair Obscur didn't get nominated. It's really bizarre, frankly. And what's even wilder to me is that there are other soundtracks. There are other soundtracks that are better than these. And I don't say that in a disrespectful way, because I know that the process of composition is very complex. But a lot of the things that were nominated are mostly movie style soundtracks. They're not necessarily, and I hate to say it, but a lot of people didn't play Avatar Frontiers of Pandora or Star Wars Outlaws. And I'm not saying it needs to be a popularity contest, but those games were not very well received by the gaming public. And you would think that the Grammys would sort of figure out, okay, well, like, what did people really gravitate towards in the year? And I think that they're probably just too far removed from the landscape of the video game world. That's the only thing I can say. So anyway, yeah, really bizarre. If I wanted to make this a rage bait video, Claire Obscure snubbed at the Grammys, I probably won't do that. But I do think I don't want to discredit those composers. I don't. It's just odd. Especially because Star Wars Outlaws and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora DLC. Not that that matters to the Grammys, but I find the whole thing very strange. Strange. Yeah. That wasn't too bad, right? I didn't go full on rage bait, right? Sounds like lobbying. Yeah, it does sound like lobbying. I so rarely get to enjoy drama. I do think it's interesting, though. Damn. That makes me sad. That was solid, Mr. Me. All right, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I don't want to go too far into rage bait. Star Wars is universal. But, you know, the thing is, like, Cody's a really good composer. Wilbur is a wonderful composer. Austin, obviously. No, it's okay. I'm glad you mentioned it because that's like, I rarely get to like dive into like topical news. So that's fine. I can edit that this weekend and get it out ASAP and you know, might as well. You know, with Pinar, I don't know Pinar's music, but like I played a little bit of Avatar. It's not bad. The music's actually quite interesting. But again, we're talking about like sort of in the background movie style music, which is not a discredit to it, but it's just strange. It's just so strange. And I'm literally sitting on 8 domains. Well, 8 domains. How many domains? Like I'm sitting on a bunch of domains to create this video game music like award ceremony. And I want to do it. For one person, it is incredibly difficult because also I have to factor in like, you know, do I go the route of the way that it is now, where we just grab sort of like the top choice. Like there's so much good music that comes out. It's impossible. I can't do the most emotive song, the most powerful piece of the year. I mean, that would be interesting, but like, I'm one guy. So to sit, it would take months. I would have to not film. I would have to not stream. I'd have to just listen to every single soundtrack that comes out in 2025 to be equitable for everybody. You know, best indie game soundtrack, you know, most epic soundtrack of 2025. Like that takes so much effort, and it would be impossible to do solo. So is Jeff Keighley. What's your excuse? Bro. Are you sure, buddy? Yeah, I forgot. Jeff Keighley does everything himself. My bad. You know, but I'd have to amass like, but again, I mean, fuck, like I can't even set up my own schedule, let alone. Oh God, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I emailed Jeff this year. I emailed Jeff to, don't worry. Expedition 33 is going to win OST of the year. It's going to be nominated for the BAFTA. I'm sure it's going to win OST of the year. I mean, like, listen, I may not listen to it every day anymore, but I do believe Marco, you need to one guy the gaming industry. I mean, I certainly have the passion for it, and that would be really exciting. And I would definitely like film a video or do it live. But I mean, the amount of effort that's required to sift through the categories and like figure out what categories are needed. And I pulled the Patreon, but you know, it's a lot of work. So at least I have the domains. So I have the domains. So it's just a question of when. And unfortunately, I kind of jumped on all this a little bit too late. Yeah, it's strange. Well, then I have to fix this. All right. Anyway, sorry, I got like so sidetracked. Okay. Let's get back into it, shall we? So we were listening to Windward Plains. We were in the middle of it. I love the, oh my god, and then the little motivic thing there. Bum, 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 bum. This is my favorite part. Ba. Oh, this is Ray Dow, that's why. Good morning. Da, 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 dee, da, dee. Yeah, you know, Windward Plains is cool. I think I prefer the soundtrack for Wildspire Wastes. That one's a little bit more richer. But I really love that you stuck Ray Dow in there. Yeah, it makes me think about too, like soundtrack of the year for me. I mean, I'm not sure if Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, I like a lot of it. I wouldn't say it's as memorable to me as like Sunbreak, right? And you know, unfortunately, playing, and I know I did not do Omega, by the way. Yeah, yo. The reality is that I don't love all of Monster Hunter Wilds tracks. Obviously, like, you know, there are plenty of beautiful tracks. The main theme, of course, and Proof of a Hero 2025. Like, there's a lot to enjoy. But there's like, it's more like 4 or 5. Oh, I mean, they're great, but I never listen to them. I don't know. I don't listen to them. And I don't know if it's because they're very situational. Like, I love New Udra's theme. I love Ray Dow's theme. I love, I can't remember Arkfeld's theme. I would remember it if I heard it. Ray Dow's theme is probably the most memorable to me. Jindahad, I don't really remember it. I know there's Piano Focus, which is really nice. Zoshia's is fine. I'm not crazy about Zoshia's theme. I guess that's probably why I've never actually done the reaction that I said I was going to do. Windward Waste, Wildspire Waste, delightful battle theme, delightful. So, the problem was playing Sunbreak after Risebreak after playing Wilds, because Risebreak was just a better game to me. So, you know, even like Game of the Year nominee, it's hard because I had such a great time those 60, 70 hours I had with Monster Hunter Wilds. And I'm looking forward to coming back for G rank at this point. Like, I'm not really going to involve myself with Monster Hunter until then. Obviously, Monster Hunter Stories 3 is looking terrific, minus the, you know, locking the DLC behind the story content behind the DLC. Capcom's definitely been getting some hits this year, more so than normal. I feel like people used to sort of be okay with Capcom, and they couldn't, you know, they kept winning. But definitely I've seen the souring of Capcom, although not really for Resident Evil, because that looks like it's going to be great. But mostly with the Monster Hunter situation, and yeah, so it's tough. I definitely prefer Sunbreak in its entirety to Wilds. Like, if you were like, here's 2 pills, which one you want? I would always pick Risebreak. Always. No, I haven't run Omega. I already did the raid in Final Fantasy 14. I don't really feel the pull to do that. Certainly I was happy to try out Steve. I'm really happy that Seregios is in the game. I love Seregios. But yeah, I don't know. Just yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm debating whether I want to delete that tweet. I think I do. Delete. I told myself I wouldn't delete anymore. I wouldn't do any more stupid shit on Twitter. Okay. I also closed my list when I was freaking out about it, so. Oh, where'd the list go? Hold on one sec. I lost the list. Here it is. Where's the list? Here it is. Sorry. I got myself in such a tizzy that I lost track of my life. Okay, so we're listening to Suikoden 4, Gloomy Voyage. I love how atmospheric Suikoden 4's music is despite still being a MIDI soundscape. Huh. Some like Indian elements in there. Priam, priam. Yeah, it's interesting. It's so relaxed, but also has this like twinge of like, I guess melancholy, but more so it's just like, what's going on over there? You know what I mean? Like, something's up. Because it's not still per se. You know, I like that. Imbroglio, Mad Rat Dead. Outside, an ending theme for this charming platformer rhythm game. What? That surprisingly is pretty good, bittersweet story about one's meaning of life, composed by Daiz Iwasaki. Ba-da-dee-da-dee-da. That's nice. What? Mad Rat Dead? What's this? Mad Rat Dead. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, it's on Nintendo. And a PlayStation. Not PC, though. Gotta have a key change. Oh, PS4. It's a mood, isn't it? It's nice. It's so bouncy. And ba body da dee da dee. There's a bit of carefree lifestyle in that. That's really pleasant to listen to. The energy is very like cocky, confident. It's really fun. Ba body da dee da dee. Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Serval's theme is 50 seconds long. Bailu's theme, we can listen to both. So this is the Cusp of Ignition and in Torrid Heat. Oh, Electro Swing, that's what it is. Yeah.
Sound waves like dynamites and signals sky high. Streams of thunder make you lose your mind. Heartbeats will shake me, so rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free. The lightning strikes writing on the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
Okay, I absolutely don't like that at all. I'll tell you why. It's incredibly whiny. It's incredibly rhythmic. Light stream da da dee do be da be da dee do dee do ba dee do. I don't like that. It ends up just feeling so phony, and it ends up feeling really like, yeah, just not good. No, that was like a 4 out of 10 for me. Not that I don't go the mall. Obviously, I appreciate you bringing it. But yeah, no, that I think like that track suffers from Honkai Star Rail 1.0 was in my mind very, very, very mediocre when it came to music. I was not impressed with it. I think now, and really in 2.0, it's really where I think the sound team kind of found their. Obviously, Wildfire's fine. I always call it the Nickelback song, which I guess upset people, but it kind of was. But Wildfire was good. And especially in context, 2.0 was significantly better. And then I think 3.0, and then 4.0, obviously I've heard the Inforius stuff, and for some of it anyway. And that's significantly better. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about that. Just so syllabic. Light streams like for the door. But anyway, I want to hear Bailu's theme right after, since that one was so short. Speaking of, I just got an email from Paimon that I will immediately delete. Did I say 4.0? I meant 3.0. In Torrid Heat. This is Bailu's theme. I like Bailu. Restart. Yeah, that is certainly trying to be a little bit more unique. With the instrumentation with the flutes and I guess I suppose a Chinese sound. I certainly like that, and it did have like a very playful energy. Bailu's very silly, and I think that worked out really well. It's still like a little bit too like in the camp for me to really like enjoy. It's definitely not something I would ever like put on for fun. But it's cute. It was charming. Both are. Both. Well, one of them is not interesting, but that one had charm. Any Limbus Company coming up this month? I didn't see any. Yeah, there's one. Kanto 8 Boss 2 in 3 weeks. Or in 2 weeks, excuse me. And then there's Arknights the fourth week. And then there's Arknights next week. All right, Anno 1701, which I think just dropped or it's about to release. Remember that short I put out? Anno means anus. Anno 1701, Beggars and Kings, a track from an older Anno game. Oh no, sorry, I was totally wrong. Old Anno. What VOD? I kind of missed it, but do you remember what VOD you do? Valis Undermines? Yes, it's in a Digimon stream. I shall get it for you. I shall get it for you. I need Obsidian to fucking release the soundtrack I'm in so I can talk about the songs that I sing. I'm starting to get a little annoyed. Obsidian, drop the album. It was. Yep, it's through the Patreon. It's through the Patreon. But we also do one a month that isn't through the Patreon, so don't feel obligated. But you're less likely to get on that one. It's hard to navigate the ins and outs. Where is it? Is it here? Nope. I was there. That's Digimon. That's Digimon. Which episode was it? Xenoblade? Twilight Abyss? Twilight Abyss. It was definitely before a Digimon video, but I don't remember which one. Ah. Here you go. Digimon Time Stranger Part 4. For those of you that you were asking, sorry. Okay, let's keep going. Anno 1701. A track from an older Anno game. It's nice, lengthy one to listen to, and I believe I haven't recommended a track from Anno 1701 yet, so here you go. Thank you. I always love listening to these. Oh, very playful. Very nice. Ooh. Wait, I'm sorry. This is strange, bro. I don't know what's going on. Hollywood Music and Media Awards. I'm so sorry. Hollywood Music and Media Awards. Death Stranding 2, Ludwig Forsell. Dune Awakening, Knut. Yeah, that's fine. Fallen Aces, Episode 1. Wow, that's surprising. Josh Barron. Okay. Fallen Aces, that's unexpected. Ghost of Yotei, Tomotowa. I gotta be honest, I don't remember anything from... I didn't like... Compared to Ghost of Tsushima, I did not like Ghost of Yotei's music at all. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I thought I would, but I just didn't. Gordy, okay. League of Legends, Welcome to the Noxus, okay. Mafia of the Old Country, okay. Spirit of the North 2, okay. Sword of the Sea, okay. Rogue Prince of Persia, all day. All day. One of the best soundtracks of the year. Hands down, one of the best soundtracks of the year. An incredible album. An incredible work. Truly, Asadi absolutely destroyed that soundtrack. It is by far one of my favorite soundtracks of the year. Terrific. Terrific. It's not that I dislike Ludwig's work in Death Stranding 2. I do, but unfortunately a lot of his tracks just get buried by Woodkids. It felt like Woodkid actually was the star of that soundtrack, but Ludwig did all the background stuff. And Ludwig was great at creating tension. There were some really, really powerful tracks. Neovana was one that I remember. But yeah, Dune Awakening had a killer main theme. Ghost of Yotei really fell short for me. Fallen Aces, I'll have to re-listen. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, like I mentioned earlier, it's not that it's bad, it just does the movie thing, which I think works, and Gordy's a very good composer. League of Legends, Welcome to Noxus, I mean, that's cool, that's fine. Mafia of the Old Country, honestly, I didn't play it. Don't know what's going on here musically. Spirit of the North 2, that's interesting, kind of surprising. I don't think anybody even paid attention to Spirit of the North at all, but that's cool. Sword of the Sea, no surprise. I'm so happy, bro. Rogue Prince of Persia people are sleeping on this track. This is truly one of the best. But I'm just sort of blown away. I'm surprised that wait, music design, Delta Force, Destiny Rising. Okay. Valorant. Interesting. Really surprised by that. I don't know. Strange. Anyway, really enjoying this piece. Love this, my God. gorgeous little piece, isn't it? It's so bright. I know it's called Beggars and Kings, but the energy in that is so lovely. Like it was just bright, effervescent, and I think like it reminded me of like a sunny day, or like just like the joy of travel, the joy of discovery, the joy of I don't know, just being in the sun, or like going about your business, and like it's a beautiful day. You know what I mean? Like it's just really nice, really nice. Stellar Blade wasn't even a candidate for best music at the Game Awards. It was though. It was last year. But I guess you said you don't look at nominations anymore. So you didn't know. It was nominated last year. It should have won, but it didn't. It should have won though. Hello, Kelly. I saw your GW2 video that you dabbled with New World. Rest in peace. Have you listened to some of New World song? I have some. So sad. So sad. Fuck them Game Awards. They even nominate. Oh. Don't be sorry. It's fine. just to clarify. I only know that because I was like, there ain't no way it doesn't win, and it most certainly didn't win to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They are billions. Oh my God, a huge swarm is coming. They are billions. Before they delete it from the fucking... I can't believe Amazon. Well, actually, I can believe Amazon. What is this game? Maybe the Beggars. Maybe the Kings and Beggars. Oh yeah, that's a great question. Oh, it's tower defense. Wow, this is really nice. Is it called They Are Billions? Yes, it is. Looks like something out of the League of Legends universe. Ah, look at this steampunk aesthetic. It's nice. Whoa. And like, it's got like Warhammer aesthetics, but the holy shit. Oh my God, that's crazy. So you have yourself a whole city. Damn, and they slip through too. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, I would never play that, but... Ba, 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 ba. Highly recommend it. Really? Jesus! Oh my god, that's wild. I mean, it looks so... I would love to watch someone play this. Jesus, look at that shit. Oh! You see that? Oh my god, that's crazy. It must feel so good to wipe all of them out, though. That's fucking crazy. Oh, fake out. Oh, nice. That's what we call a sforzando, which is really fun. Wow, what a great piece. I mean, you can hear all the different aspects of it, right? You can hear the steampunk component. You can hear the danger of the zombies. You can hear the like sort of industrial revolution machinations. The you know, we build shit kind of vibes. And damn, that was pretty awesome. I really liked that. Enjoyable. Dragon's Dogma Darker. Wait, chat. I'm gonna ask you a question. Here I am. I'm about to be vulnerable. Since we have a nice sample size here. Oh, the difficulty is very dynamic. Do you guys still view? Do you guys view my channel as a reaction channel still, or do you view it as a place to like talk about artistry and music and kind of like the sort of I've been toying with the idea of like how deep to go as I approach year 4 of this channel. I've been trying to figure out like how to really step into like the artistic merit of games and not just reactions. Now I think reactions are certainly a pillar, which is fine. But I was just curious. Both. A mix of both. Okay. You never really saw me as a reaction channel? Oh, that's good. Both. A bit of both. Oh, okay. Oh, I've been doing a good job. Both. Fuck yeah. Okay. And if you're watching the VOD, I'd love to know your opinion too. That's great. All right, cool. All right. Well, I'll just keep doing my thing then. I think the streams help. I think streaming so much. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with being a reaction channel. I'm not poo-pooing it. I just like I don't want to get, I didn't want to because I was doing that for 2 years really intensively. But in year 3, 2.5, 3, I started to really pivot and figure out how I could, morph a little bit. True. And the stuff with Iron Mouse has been great because I think the stuff with Iron Mouse, I'm so lucky, I always see Marco's channel as more of an appreciation channel than a reaction channel, if that makes sense. The tone is less, here's my reaction to what I'm hearing, and more, let's talk about what makes what I'm hearing great. Or not great. Scared of pigeonholing? 1,000,000%. Mostly here for me? Well, that's good. I like the reaction since it helps me find more music. Yeah. Your artistic perspective and life experience makes the channel stand out. Yeah. Both streams are definitely full of discussion by nature. Videos are a lot more reactive because you're not always having direct audience response. I can't say I watched all videos. You're tired of Japanese game adjacent OSTs? I like how you didn't say anime because they're not all anime. Will you and Iron Mouse collab for a video, Marco? I'd love to, Barker. It just depends on her schedule, to be honest. She's way busier than I am. They're tired of the weeb stuff. I don't know if Kaliel knows the inside joke of the community. Plus your stream games, collaborate with other. Yeah, I'm starting to. Next year, I think 2026 will be the year of the collab because they're mostly not anime or don't feel like modern anime. Castlevania, Sonic, Mario. All I can say is you have to find words to describe the emotion music. I never thought of myself. Oh, that's great. How about Harp Lady? Oh, are you talking about Harp Lady? You're talking about the one who's always using the mixer? I was just watching her shorts today. Or do you mean the one who reacts to One Wing Angel? Also, you seem like a down to earth person. Even though I told someone on Twitter that I didn't give a fuck about their opinion. I got yelled at by Twitter for that. Admittedly, it's the Final Fantasy 14 and Genshin music videos. Yeah, I know. The good old days. Speaking of 14, I might be doing something. They're great, but they feel somewhat repetitive at some point. Yeah, I think that's fair. That's a fair critique. I'm actively trying to do more things. So we've got Smasher Pass coming, which hopefully will be funny. I've got well, to be fair, I am in my Sonic era right now, so that's partly why the Sonic stuff is very repetitive because I'm engorging myself. I'm imbibing a lot of Sonic content right now. So that's partly why. The other day I finished Bad Games, Great Music. That'll be fun. How do you even do a Smash or Pass video for music? Exactly what it sounds like. Smash. Here's why. Pass. Here's why. I appreciate that, board edits. And we're also, I got to film next week. I'll film Dead Games with great music. Marco's a furry. Okay, I never said that. All right, let's keep going. Anyway, does it fit into a Smash game? No, quite literally, it was. It literally was listening to like 3 minutes of it and going, Smash. What if you did a stream where you listen to a game's OST and based on the OST, you guess the whole plot of the game based on vibes, and afterwards, a week or so later, you play it? You know, that's such a great idea. I've contemplated that for a really long time, and I think there's a way to do that, but it's so much work that unfortunately it has to be a popular game because otherwise it's it is a colossal amount of work. But I think that's a great idea. Put some Destiny 2 in it for terrible. Have I listened to the music of so I need to do a Symphony of the Night listen because I played a little bit of the game and I didn't finish it. Just started watching you by your Safajiva reaction. I have been watching more of your vids. You mentioned you're into Sonic Ari. Oh yeah. Didn't I do that with Undertale? I did. I'm going to do it with Deltarune. Spoilers. Because I know that will be successful. We tried it for Devil May Cry 5, and it's not that people didn't enjoy it. They did. But unfortunately, the time and money that is required to do a musical focused Let's Play plus a reaction OST thing and balance the two is unfortunately very high. So it's a delicate thing, because obviously I don't want to do shit just for views, right? Like I ideally my videos would be kind of like there would be a through line of equal viewage per things. Like I've had some flops here. I don't mind because thankfully I have sponsors and stuff. But so it gives me time to explore or stream more. I don't have to like worry about AdSense. But if it's going to be a Let's Play coupled with OST listening and just dissecting in a deep way, that unfortunately does have to be like popular / trending, which is a bummer, which is not great. The only copyright claim I received from the Deltarune soundtrack listen was actually not Materia. You don't want to do shit for views, but also a man's got to eat and make rent. Pretty much. That's the unfortunate reality. There is a balance, but now that it's like my gig, it's my job. I think we probably would have had more flexibility, say like 2 years ago. But will I try to play some rhythm songs? That's actually a great idea. That's a great idea. Honestly, I played rhythm game songs on the highest difficulty is such a good idea. It'll be hilarious because I'm terrible at it. I'm an opera singer. I should be good at this. Oh my god, what a genius. How come I never thought of that? Yes. Oh, the song. Yeah, I know. So we have 4 more tracks. Sorry, I'm just kind of... We'll be done here soon. Hey, what's up, Fazalk? I don't want to alarm you, but your name backwards almost is Dick in Italian. So backwards, your name is Kozaf. But if you replace the A and the O, it's Katso. Oh man. Akatosh, oh my god. You would make your username that of the demon lord Akatosh? Akatosh, pray. Holy Akatosh. Akatosh, no! A recomposition of Coils of Light by Tadayoshi Makino from the DDDA-RE composed mini soundtrack. I listened on the YouTube chat earlier and I also enjoy playing rhythm games at high difficulty. I actually prefer playing high difficulty, even though I'm absolutely ass. I refuse to play rhythm games at medium and low. I refuse. I'd rather fail over and over and over, but just knowing that I could somehow get to, I could win, I refuse. So when I had Beat Saber and when I had oh god, what was that name of that Viking? The Viking game. It was a rhythm game with drums. Oh man, something Valhalla, Beat Hala, or something. Fuck, what was it called? It was called. Oh, I love this game. I threw out my back. Shit, what was the name of the game? Ragnarok. Yes, Ragnarok. Oh my god, Ragnarok. Ragnarok is so good. It has all these amazing like Nordic headbangers, some Irish like Viking. No, there's no Irish Vikings. Let's be real, but like Irish sort of Nordic sound. Oh my god, love Archaea. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's do it. Coils of Light. Oh shit, this is the recomps. Oh fuck, that's gorgeous. You can play it on controller? Jesus.
As I wander crawling without love, my mother, my flame, and along the course of life, the life I desire.
Jesus, that's such a gorgeous remix of that. I love that. Really nice. I think I would have liked the lyrics to be a little bit clearer. I also felt like there were parts that kind of meandered. I thought musically it was a really nice piece, really, really satisfying. I felt the beginning, like 2 minutes, kind of took a little while to sort of build. It's not a problem per se, but yeah, I mean, I thought her voice was really nice. I would have liked a little bit of Christmas in the text just to understand it just slightly better. And I don't really care about the English per se, but I just wanted it to just be a little bit clearer. In the in the enunciation. I don't care if she got the English wrong. I just mean like the enunciation of the lyrics would have been a little bit better. Kind of got muddled. Yeah, I felt like the first half, like it took a little while to ramp up, and then when it did, it was like, oh shit, this is great. I mean, it definitely a really cool recomposition of that. Really neat. I liked that. MementoMori, Camellia Sweet Bite. A simple yet fun and playful lament that shows how different characters in their laments can be. Camilla, the young head of a vampire clan who contracts with a demon to save her family. She thinks she's the best and badmouths other witches, but her attitude slips when the main character gets angry. She cries and apologizes, meaning she isn't what she seems. Her jokes just go too far. Man, it sounds like me. Whoa. Boom, boom. Shot. Boom, boom, boom.
You're the curse I want to keep. Leave the bright crimson moon calling to me. Too good, pure as a blood. Your name like poison in a nose. Slip the string, escape, don't you fade away.
Not what I expected at all.
Shadows and fog, run away, hearts beating around. Never let me go. You said no, it's science. This tastes just like sugar ray. Forbidden vampire, la love, bites you deeper, sweeter and wild. Wicked look born to die, just let it burn. No lies, will you stay? Just promise me. Nights and then your mind desire set me apart. Dancing round our haunted world. Nights and then can let you go, but in the sun we let them chase the fate on mine. Now that you're mine, come and quench my thirst tonight. I need more, drink your blood, taking a bite. Craving my lips on your neck just to sing. This is a vow, say it now. A royal love sealed with my veins. A fruit of my
It is peaceful though, isn't it? It's kind of nice.
Shadows on your skin. Still I want you now. You're scared, but it's you. Don't waste me from the darkest of fight. Tonight.
I do like this crunch right here.
Memories fading into the trees, like we're children lost in our haunted dreams. You'll never be alone, you whisper to me. Promise I'll always be here. Forbidden vampire, la love, bites you deep, giving you a love so sweet. If this won't last for long, let's float in madness. Don't betray your queen, promise me. Nights and then I'm out my mind, need you alive.
I would, yeah, of course.
What do you want? Confess your sins, but I'll share with no one. You look delicious, smiling that way. Oh, just a taste of sin. It's only a taste.
I mean, you know, is that like, huh? Oh, it's still going. Hold on. Oh. Is that my?
MementoMori.
Is that my favorite sound? I would say no. Do I think that it has merit? Yes. I think it's certainly very interesting. You know, it's a little bit like soda poppy, which it reminds me a lot of like the soda pop song from K-pop Demon Hunters. I mean, like it has a buoyant energy about it that I really do like. Am I crazy about the song itself? Not especially, but there is merit. Yeah, it's fine. So smash or pass, that would be a pass. But I would go to a nice dinner with that song, if that makes sense. Hey Cal, what's up? If you understand what I'm saying. I'll go out to dinner. I'd say hello. It's very nice to meet you. Nice song. I'm not sure we're compatible, but I thank you for meeting me for dinner. You know what I mean? Feeling good. So Dislyte. This I'm surprised by. So feeling so good. Normally I'm not into rap songs, but this one just hits my ear in a way that I couldn't help but smile and sing along. This song played in the background of this urban fantasy Pantheon of the Gods mashup gotcha. The music team finds these beats, samples, and then reworks them into songs that fit each event character. So it feels like a real song produced by the character. Just wish the game wasn't so bad. This really is a case like Riot, a game company that produces cinema quests, quality animations, only this one makes banger tracks. Fair. Everything else is sad in that game. You're right. Huh? Hilariously, the link provided is from Mass Effect 3, so something happened here with Dislyte. Unless this is some sort of a joke. Definitely not a rap song. Hold on. Something has happened. One of my mods will be fired. Which one will it be?
I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. I'm feeling so good. Living this life to the fullest like I
should.
Growing up, I
course.
knew I'd get there if I
Could.
I wouldn't change it if I could. I'm feeling so grateful for my talents. I'm hype, I'm balanced. No sweat off my back, but they be sweating in the gallons. Bad days in the rear view, I got good days in my mind. Every bad day that I sit through will break through like sunshine, cause I feel so good. Living this life to the fullest like a should. Growing up.
Wait, why DMCA? Why? Shouldn't be. Pacifico Studio?
I knew I'd get there if I
Wait, is this do we think that's unsafe?
I wouldn't change it if I could. I'm feeling so right. I think I might have to do this day and night. TNT, my fit goes dynamite. I wouldn't change it if I could. I'm feeling so.
Oh, scare me.
I know that I got this. And my drip's like a faucet, and it's almost hypnotic. How I flip, cause I flip sauce. You don't need to be me, yeah, you just need to be you. The world needs more of that, yeah, we need less lies and more true. Sunshine, take time, sit back, relax, unwind. Be you and be kind. Life is nice when you find yourself feeling so like a should. Growing up, I knew I'd get there if I pushed. I wouldn't change it if I could. I'm feeling so right. I think I might have to do this day and night. TNT, my fit goes dynamite. I wouldn't change it if I could. I'm feeling so, yeah. Sunshine. Take time, sit back, relax, unwind.
Yeah, that's nice. I thought that was very pleasant. I thought that was a very pleasant little track. I'm surprised. By Dislyte. Water Ruin from Jet Force Gemini. And I had nothing else in mind this month, so I pulled this one out from long ago. This song's got quite a bit of a build-up for a grand moment before losing itself to melancholy, which is funny considering it only plays in like 2 side areas of the game. Huh? Oh my god, I thought this was a Jet Set Radio style game. I got whiplashed emotionally there. Okay. I was wrong. Oh. Thanks, Akatoshi. That was very nice of you. Appreciate it. I mean, you certainly feel, you know, the vastness of space and the feeling of like, you know, being headfirst into a battle, certainly in with tension and all that other stuff, which is, I mean, it's good, nice little piece. Okay, so. Well, I don't think Lenny's still here, but if we could get the Iron Tomb boss from Honkai Star Rail all phases, that would be great. I can figure that out. Is my brain working today? Let's do... Who's Rosalia's? Who's Rosalia, Miss Laura? I don't know who that is. Rosalia new album. Who's Rosalia? Who's this? I don't even know who this is. Who's Rosalia? Seems like a Spanish pop artist? No, I haven't heard Rosalia's new album. I have not heard it, no. All right, I think we're gonna stop there for today. Pom-poms were... Oh yeah, thank you. I'll grab that. for next week. I'll grab it. Next week we have a very full week as well. Honkai Star Rail, A Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, Crusader Kings 3, Xenoblade Chronicles, Mass Effect 3, Pokemon Legends Z-AYAY, Jacint's Battle in Lumiose City, Blaze Blue, Lies of P, Arknights, Persona 3 Reload, Demo, Unbeatable, Heroes of Might and Magic 5, Dragon's Dogma 2, Valve's Story, and La Mulana again, which is really exciting. So a lot of good stuff coming next week. I am headed off to a meeting at 3 o'clock, and then we'll be back at 5 o'clock to watch the ridiculousness that is whatever Where Winds Meet will be. I'm extremely intrigued, so hopefully see you guys there. If not, have a great rest of your weekend. Monday should be Twilight Princess, and I've got an episode coming for you of Edge Runners over on the Patreon. Feel free to join our Discord if you're not a part of the Discord and you want to be. And then, of course, there's the patreon.com/MarcoMeatball. For those of you that are not patrons, do not worry. My plan is for the end of the month to have a community live stream mixed with this stream. So we'll do the rest of the tracks from the Patreon, and then we'll do a community listen. I will actively engage with the mods to figure out what the best strategy is to make sure that everyone gets potential for their picks to be listened to. So, all right, guys, take care. Be well, okay? See ya. Have a great weekend. Bye. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you so much. I'll check it out, Miss Laura. See you guys.